Hey guys, welcome back to the blues lesson series. In this video we're going to work on 3 more blues shuffle patterns. So it's really going to be using the same material from the previous video, but just kind of rearranging how we play it, the order that we play it in, or changing a rhythm. We're going to incorporate some triplets in some of these. But a lot of it should feel pretty familiar if you've gone through those previous 3 shuffle patterns. So the first one, if you remember in the previous video, we did one that sounded like this, where we're using finger 1, 3, and 4. We're going to do that same thing, but we're going to break up the pattern where I'm going to pick just the 4th string, and then the 5th string, and then the 4th string again on the 4th fret, and the 5th string, and then the 5th fret, and the 5th string, 4th fret, and the 5th string. So with a swing feel, sounds like this. And of course it's going to be the same for the D and the E chord. So let's go ahead and run through that. I can't remember if I mentioned this. I'm picking up on string 4 and down on string 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and small strokes with the picking hand. Let's go ahead and do that a little bit quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so the second one is going to be similar to one that we did in the other video, but we're going to use a triplet, and we're also going to change where the C and the C sharp get placed in. So what we did previously was something like this. Now we're going to take that C and C sharp, we're going to put it on beat 4, but we're going to play it as a triplet, and it's going to sound like this. So I'm putting 2nd finger on C, string 5 fret 3, hammering on with the 3rd finger on the 4th fret, and then picking string 4 fret 2. So all together it would sound like this. Same pattern for the D and the E chords. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and probably one of my favorite ones, just because of that kind of rolling triplet at the end. Always sounds nice. Easy, but it sounds good. And then the last one, we're going to do something very similar, but we're going to change the notes that we play for that triplet. So instead of C, C sharp, E on the A chord, we're going to pull off here from the 3rd fret of string 5. So we pull off to open, 3 to open, and then we're going to play the 3rd fret of string 6. So we're bringing in the flatted 7th on string 6 there. So kind of something new that we haven't seen in the previous riffs. So that would sound like this. And for the D chord, it'll be the same thing. And for the E chord, we're going to do something different because we can't go any lower than we already are. That E is, that root is the lowest that we can go. So what we'll do is we'll just bring back in something similar to what we did in the last riff, but we'll play G, G sharp with a hammer, and then just the open E. So we'll just go back to the root there, like that. All the way through, guys. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Quicker to finish it off. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job, guys. Like I said in the previous video, try to create some of your own with that. There's a lot of opportunity there. Alter a rhythm up. You don't have to change much, and you can create your own blues riff, write your own blues song. Have tons of fun with that. We'll be moving into some chord riffs where we're breaking notes apart and we're going to be playing in different positions. One thing I forgot to mention is try and take some of this stuff to where you have to fret everything. You know, if you haven't played a shuffle pattern where everything's fret, it's a little bit of a stretch. A lot of people will use their 3rd finger here instead of their 2nd finger. I like my 2nd finger because this stretch is a little weird. But just as a for instance, this pattern that we played in the first video, you can play here all fretted at the 5th, 7th, and 9th fret. So I use finger 1, finger 2, and finger 4. And then that pinky would have to stretch out for the 7th there as well. And you can make some different patterns with that, but it's just a little bit of an odd stretch for the hand at first, so something to get used to that. You know, you don't force yourself to make it uncomfortable. Try and find a way to let your hand relax and then cater to those weaker fingers. That index finger is always more flexible and independent than the others, so just kind of let it lay down and make it be the one that works, and try to make it easier for these fingers, because you don't want to be kind of trying to reach like this or something if you're pulling your hand back. So anyways, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.